Hello, and welcome back to Love Advice TV. I am Coach Adrian, one of the hosts of this channel, alongside my partners, Coach Alex, Coach Steven, and the amazing Coach Natalie. And it's really a delight to be able to interact with you in this way. So thank you for giving us purpose. Thank you for submitting all of your questions in the comment section of these videos. We see all of them, and we are doing our utmost to address them for you. We are actually thinking about doing YouTube lives where we answer questions that come up in our YouTube channel and on this comment section of our videos. So stay tuned for that. The question that I wanted to talk to you about today is, why do guys go cold after a breakup? And this is true of men, but it's also relevant. So some women go cold after a breakup too. And so why do people stop interacting? Why do they feel the need to ignore you or delete all your pictures and photos on social, or basically, convey to you that you're done for good and turn into a bitter person? And the truth of the matter is that breakups are hard, even for the person that is breaking up with you. Oftentimes, it's the death of their relationship for them as well, even if they're the ones making the decision, and they don't want to constantly talk about the breakup. They don't want to relive that pain. They don't want to see you suffer. They probably feel guilty as well, and it's easier to push you away, to keep you at arm's length, so that you don't continue to try to fight for them. It's also a way, of course, to assert themselves and to make sure that you are going to respect their decision. They know that if they give you a little bit of hope, you're going to cling on to that hope and probably make things more difficult for them. If an ex goes cold, it can be because you were too needy and begging and pleading and basically forced them in that way. Or it can be just because, quite simply, they are ashamed of their decision, right? And don't want to have to face you and not be able to live up to all the promises that they've made along the way. And either way, it's a normal thing. I see this all the time. And unfortunately, you tend to take everything that your ex says after a breakup or a separation at face value. Just because they feel this way today does not mean that they will feel this way in a couple of weeks or in a couple of months. And I can't tell you how many times people reach out to me and say, okay, so my significant other said we're done forever for good. There's no chance we're ever getting back together. And then they get back together, right? So they feel one way because of the last few months or few years of a relationship, because you have turned into a different version of who you are, not the person that they signed up to be. And so they feel that way based on all of those factors. And if you change yourself, if you change who you are and what you bring to the table and your actions and behaviors, well, in turn, the way they feel about you will change too. And I often make the analogy in my coaching sessions of telling people that are so afraid that they've lost their significant other forever, that life is not a picture, it's a movie. And what do I mean by that? If you look at the picture of where things stand today, perhaps there's no chance of ever getting back together today, based on the current circumstances. But if you look at 6 months or 2 years or the beginning stages of your relationship, and you take a picture, a standstill of what things were like then, well, there's no chance that you guys would have, that you could guess that you would be separated in a distant future, because things were so perfect. And so life is a movie. It's about, continual change, because we human beings constantly change. And if you work on building the right patterns and habits, good things are going to come. And you can, in turn, change the way that your ex feels about you by changing yourself, focusing on the things that you can control. So I hope that this video gave you a little bit of insights and that you will understand why your significant other goes cold after a breakup, but also understand that you have the capacity to change the way that they feel about you by working on yourself. I hope this gave you a little bit of hope, a little bit of inspiration and perspective, and that you are going to take control of your love life and build the type of life and relationship that you feel that you deserve. It's all in your hands, and I wish you all the very best. Take good care.